Hey Pisces, it's Empress Rose. Welcome to your reading. We're going to do a general reading, tarot reading over here, and then over on Vimeo we'll be doing a relationship specific reading. I charge a small fee just for the energy exchange over there. But overall for the reading over here, relationship reading, we have 9 of Pentacles. So this is success. This is a stage of success. This obviously isn't like end of life review, full success kind of thing. This is a stage. It's about independent success. It's about independent success, something you've accomplished. I won't say completely on your own, but under your own leadership is what we're talking about. Something about that. This could be work, money related, something like that, but something you've accomplished and achieved under your own leadership. You're your own CEO here, and your project has gone very well, or that project that you've been working on and its success. Past, present, inner landscape, what's at issue, environment, to-do list, possible outcome. All right, so in the recent past, what's really funny is this is what I was feeling from this card right here, is this Four of Wands energy. It's success, it's promotion, it's leveling up, it's a commitment to a future together, whether this be a job or a relationship or someone like that or something like that. This is the celebration of what has been accomplished and sort of the promise that there is more to come. But it is sort of a leveling up, promotion, engagement. The 11 card, the engagement card, and it has these two had the same vibe to me as far as like a stage of success. This is the engagement card, not the marriage card, not the death card, it's the engagement card where we're looking at our situation and saying, and this is in your recent past, yes, I want more of this. I'm willing to commit. There could be a commitment here, or was a commitment here to some sort of future work. Both parties committing. There might have been an announcement, something a little bit public. What's interesting to me here, and then this is again the stage in success. She is a vintner, and she is harvesting her grapes that she has grown. And these look like very old vines to me. They've been around and cultivated for a very long time. And she's produced quite a bit in this card, but it's only part of the process. There's still more to do. And we see this in the rest of these cards. There's still a whole new phase, a whole new situation, right? We still have to like smash the grapes, and then we have to age the grapes. This is a time-consuming process, and she's had success, initial success. So that's what both of these talk about, is initial success with the promise of more work, more work ahead. But the initial phase of some sort of project or some sort of relationship has been really successful and promising, and there's a commitment to more, right? When she picks these grapes, she's committing to the rest of the process as well. She's like, well, maybe not committing, but she's saying, I intend to, right? Just like an engagement is not a marriage, it's a statement of intent. I intend to make wine out of these grapes, as I have done many years in the past. And this is, I intend to marry you. But what I find interesting, and I'm not sure you can see this, but this building is in both of these as well. So this sort of public building, a public meeting place possibly. There is in both of these, well, in this one, this is like a private success. And in this one, there's like a public aspect of it. Here, she's off doing the work by herself. And then there's almost like there's been some sort of announcement, or the community is involved in some way in this success, in co-celebrating or appreciating or being told of the success. So in your current situation, we have the Sun card. So very happy. So we've had this past success. We're very happy about something, about our own personal growth. Again, we have growth coming in with both of these. Growth, success. Pisces, this is great. You're really happy. There's something that's very clear to you now. Like it's very clear, like once we got this promotion, either in a relationship or a job or this like new level, we hit this new level of something, you're very happy with that success. And you're starting to see something very clearly. You might even be starting to see that something is going to produce fruit, right? Is going to produce fruit. And these sunflowers, these are the most like fruitful flowers I know of as far as like annuals. Their seeds are extremely nutritious and plentiful. They are very hardy plant. It's a very hardy flower, the sunflower is. So that's what a lot of the success or this information or this potential looks like, or this truth, I guess. It looks hardy. It looks hardy, meaty, nutritious, potential to sustain. And again, back to this card overall for the reading, we have this Nine of Pentacles. She's considered the Empress in waiting. So we have sort of this, or right, because she's like halfway to her Empress status. She's like halfway to making bank on this this wine and this harvest, right? So this very similar vibe to the Sun card here, as far as like very fruitful success looks. Things look really good. There's a lot of optimism and a lot of really good reasons for optimism. This is not, sometimes we can get a little optimistic without any evidence, which is great. Hope, that's hope. It wouldn't be hope if it had already happened, or if there was a sense of a guarantee. We wouldn't call that hope, right? We'd call that something else, a money back guarantee or something like that, right? So there's a lot of hope and a lot of reason to hope, though. It's very solid foundation here. For the reasons to hope. In your current situation, we have or in your inner landscape, we have Six of Pentacles. I think you're hoping for this harvest to be everything it promises to be. You're hoping for reciprocation. You're hoping to receive something for your efforts and your work. You've put a lot of work into something, decades of work possibly. And then that is also like a whole season of work on top of having cultivated this particular cultivar of grapes, and you've grown the plants and you've cared for the plants for many years, and now we're having a bumper crop. We're hopeful for a bumper crop. We have every reason to believe that's what's coming in. And so I think you're hoping for rewards for your work. You're hoping for reciprocation with the universe, possibly, or with someone else, maybe a boss, that you've put a lot of work into something and you're hoping to get some rewards for it or something back for it. You're hoping for an even give and take, a reciprocal relationship, gifts perhaps. But there, I wouldn't say that, I mean, if we're having an engagement party, we're looking for gifts. These aren't random gifts though. These are gifts that are well thought out, calculated, understood, and in a way counted on. Right? If you're getting engaged or having a baby shower or something like that, I mean, you are somewhat expecting gifts. Even if you tell people no gifts, some people will bring gifts and other people won't bring gifts, and then they'll feel like they'll feel like total idiots, excuse me, total idiots for having not brought a gift because you said not to bring a gift. Anyway, so this is, you might be looking for a gift, looking for a raise, looking for some sort of reciprocation for the work that you've done, because you've done an outstanding job and you'd like to get paid for that, or you'd like to get rewarded for that or something like that. But you have done a really amazing thing here. It looks really good. And yeah, you might be like, okay, so I produced all of this, where's my raise? Or, you know, yeah, there's a need for reciprocation and a dream and a wish for reciprocation, possibly even compensation, but you want things to be balanced, equal give and take. If you're going to be giving, you want someone else to be giving as well. And there's also to here a sense of time, a sense of karma, a sense of timing. Whose turn is it? And I think, you know, obviously in hopes and fears here, we're talking about like hoping that it's your turn this time. What's the issue here is the Emperor in reverse. This is my least favorite card in the deck, the Emperor in reverse. This can be a control freak. How does he feel today? you don't have a lot of control over the situation. And that, not necessarily a control freak. A little European emperor has a little ankh in his hand. I see a key. He holds the key. Well, this might be why you're hoping for this, and this is the best you can do, because somebody, some boss, some executive, the world, somebody has a lot more power and a lot more say than you do. This could be why you might be feeling like a bit of a beggar. Oh, pick me, please, pick me this time. I've put a lot of work into this. I've shown up on time. I'm a loyal beggar. I'm your loyal subject. Please pick me. There could be, it's just that you don't have the power. Someone else has the power. Yeah, and in the situation card, I mean, it's just, the Emperor always brings up questions of who's in charge and who has the power, there could be a lack of initiative here, although I don't see that as being you. There could be a sense of powerlessness. Somebody else has all of the power. And the Emperor, I mean, that is about power and control and say. And it's interesting because we have this sort of Empress vibe here. And the Emperor, the counterpart energy is not, you just don't have control or say. Someone else has it. Someone else has the key. And you're just hoping that it's your turn this time or something. Someone else has the key to this, though. And they have the right. It's not you that has the key to this. It's not you that has the power in this situation. Yeah, I don't really feel malevolence here. I don't really feel malevolence here on this Emperor in reverse, which is good because I don't really like it when I feel that from the Emperor in reverse. It's just a lack of control, a lack of power. Somebody else has all of it or a lot of it. I mean, you've done what you can here. It's almost like you can't control the weather. Like you can go out to your fields every day. You can do, you can cultivate, you can fertilize, you can water, but you can't control a sudden freeze. You can't control the weather. You can take sort of mitigating movements, but there's something that's very much out of your control, and you've done everything you can. You have a lot of hope for the future. You are hopeful that it's your turn this time to receive something that you've worked for, or something to receive something. It seems like it would be fair. You'd like something to feel fair here, but ultimately you don't have much say here. The power is completely in someone else's hand. Yep, that's what I'm getting from that. In your environment, you have Knight of Wands. This is fascinating. Here is somebody with a message. Maybe they've spoken very impulsively. There are so many wands here. This could be about, well, wands. They're passion projects, creativity, similar, sexuality, all kind of the same area of our psyche, all kind of interconnected there. Passion, creativity, intuition. But the Knight of Wands always is a compulsive talker or an impulsive talker. This person blurts. This person, yeah, they're a little irresponsible sometimes with their words. They're a little too, and I don't mean that in a bad way. This knight is very suited up. He's got his suit of armor on. And what he's offering is growth. He seems a little magical, a little mystical. There could be, this could be someone who's just interested in sex or comes across that way. Right, this is someone who definitely knows to wear a condom because that's what they do, right? Because he's got a suit of armor on. I can't help it, okay? And it looks very, I don't know. That's what came across. This is someone who could be, I mean, the Knight of Wands does have a reputation as being a little bit of a player energy. But someone here, maybe, it's not the most serious knight in the deck. He moves fast, makes some quick movements, very passionate, very excited and excitable and exciting. What he has to offer, though, this ain't no sword. But there is like a lot of life and excitement and verve and passion and life. It's very lively energy. And they're offering you something, but it's not a night that's going to protect you and save you. It's like a night that he's really excited, but we don't know if they've got the goods to back it up. I'm not sure. Like, this night is going to come across, someone may have some very playful, impulsive, maybe even alluring information to tell you, but there's they're safe, they're fine, but you might not be. It's not like the safest night in the deck or the most reliable night in the deck. And they know that. That's why they're protecting themselves. But it is very passionate and exciting. And you really don't know what this is about or where it's going to go. It's just, I'd say trust but verify in this. And that's how we deal with intuition too and all of that. They could have a creative message. They could be, a project or something. They're very excited. But it is like a trust but verify message. Like, I would not be giving this night all of my money to invest. I might give them $10 to go invest and see what happens, but I'm not going to give them, everything I got, my life savings, whatever that is, to go invest, because it's just a little too wild energy here. But that's in your environment, someone who has something to say. There could be growth. There could be potential there. Your to-do list is 10 of Wands. Keep going on track. But 10 is the end. There's an energetic burden that you're carrying, and it's time to let it go. This isn't the 9 of Wands, which is keep going. This is like figure out how to let something go. And maybe it's this Knight of Wands that protected themselves and seemed very exciting and interesting, but in the end was not very reliable. Right? Like, if you've put all of this work into something, like, don't go giving your grape harvest to this Knight of Wands. Maybe give 5% of your grape harvest to this Knight of Wands and see what kind of wine he grows and what he comes back with. But don't be given everything. So I think, like, you want to put that wand down. You're ready to, like, let go of something. And it could be this Knight of Wands. It could be this sort of promising investor, or this need for excitement. Maybe someone was just like a little overexcited about something. I mean, but it could also be like a creative, like, that's why I'm saying trust but verify here, because this could also be like an exciting new creative project that just kind of pops up out of the blue. Like, there are lots of in creative industries like that, where your opportunities will come up really quick and really fast, and you have to get on them really quick. But this isn't like, don't go like quitting your day job over this guy right now, over this person that has one message for you. So, a 10 of Wands, it's usually about giving up some sort of energy of obligation or trying to please other people. This could also be like, I want to say giving up hope, like not giving up hope, but I do want to say like lightening your load somehow. You have some sort of energetic load that you're carrying, and it's over. It's done with. You don't need to carry this anymore. You can put this down now. And maybe this enthusiastic Knight of Wands gave you another part of this load to carry, another obligation or something. And maybe they didn't mean to, but they gave you something, and you don't have to fulfill their expectations. You don't have to fulfill anyone's expectations. There's some sort of, maybe this is like giving up on this hopelessness, but there's just something that's too heavy to carry, and it's in the wand, so it's energetic. This could also just be the end of a project coming to an end, and you don't have to work on this anymore, right? Because we see like the project of growing these is coming to an end. You don't have to worry about the weather anymore. at least for the next season. You don't have to worry about the weather. What you do need to be doing is like down in your cellar, making sure all of that's going well. But your cave, I went to a wine tasting and they keep the wine in this giant cave in the mountains. It's very beautiful and cool. So but there's some part of this journey, and I love this. Oh my gosh, this gets more exciting. There's some part, like part one is done, it's over, right? We've leveled up. So stop worrying about some of these things, or whether you're good enough, or whether you're capable enough, or or some sort of past situation that happened. Maybe even stop worrying that it's your turn. When's your turn? Like putting down that energy, because this sun has so much self-confidence and so many reasons to hope. So there might be there's some sort of energetic burden, whether it's a past person, past relationship, past project, the first half of this project, whatever. It's time to put that burden down. You've reached the end of the line with that. Time to put that phase of your life down, that situation down, that obligation, that perspective, that expectation. Take it off, put it down. That's what 10 of Wands means, is that whole thing is over, and there's a sense of like your heart and your mind and your spirit needs to understand that that part is over. So don't go back and rehash your gardening of the year, or what you did on the first half of the project, or how this went or how that went. That's all. It's so hard. It's so hard, but it's easier said than done. Like, take that backpack of that first part and put it down, because what we have in your future is this Ace of Cups. We have a whole new beginning here. You're hoping for something reciprocal, and I think that this Ace of Cups, we have Pentacles, Cups, Wands. I always forget what the fourth one is, no matter what it is. Cups, Wands, Pentacles. Swords. That's one I'm missing. Swords. I can never remember. Whatever one's not here, it's like my brain is like, well, it's not here, so it doesn't matter. So, but we're missing a little. We don't necessarily have like swords here, but we have a lot of the other ones. So Ace of Cups, a new beginning coming your way. And I don't want to say that this new beginning can, our beginnings and our endings are all smushed up together, right? They can get a little messy, a little drawn out. They're more like this. They're more like a fade, not always like a strong line. So this is like, let the past obligations, the past ideas, the past burdens fade out. And we've got this new thing coming, and it's beautiful with the sun card here. It's like the new phase. It's like, okay, the gardening aspect is over of this. This is a whole new phase. These are whole new feelings. This is a whole new situation. Your cup is coming in. There's a beautiful receptive, you're receiving. You were wondering if you were going to receive something. This is we have a 10 followed by an ace, so it's new feelings, new emotions, new relationships. What's interesting too is this almost looks like a cup too. This backpack looks like a cup full of sticks. A cup full of sticks. I always think of this as like your don't should on me. Put all your shoulds down. And then now we have a cup that's overflowing with life-giving water. This is like a cup that's full of other people's ideas of what makes a good life, what you should do. This can be a cup of the past, a cup of, right? None of these, like contrasting with this stick is very much alive. This wand is very much alive. These wands are all dead, right? These ones are all dead, and you're carrying around a bunch of dead weight, and it's time to kind of put this pile of sticks, pile of kindling really down. That's really interesting because wands are the fire, and so I think I can think about like picking up a new passion. Like these ones are old. These ones were once full of life, and now they're not full of life anymore. And then we can use this pile of kindling to ignite a new passion. Which, although this is water, that's what I'm seeing, is this cup was full of basically kindling, and it's time. These sticks are done. They're not growing anymore. They have no energy anymore. They have no life force anymore. They're perfect for burning. They're little matchsticks. They're perfect for burning for your future and for the next part of the project. So let's burn these old dead sticks. That's what they're for. That's what they do. And there's a new thing coming in. So there's a sense of emptying out your cup so that your cup can be refilled with something that's full of life and very beautiful. And maybe this Knight of Wands is bringing that in. Like, this Knight of Wands just comes with a caution sticker. That's all. And very passionate, but comes with a caution sticker. But you do have something really beautiful coming in. So easier said than done, letting the past go. One, realizing what no longer has life, what no longer sustains you, what you no longer need, the little crutches you no longer need, the belief systems you no longer need, the approval of other people and this people and that you no longer need. Like, it can be really quite I bet I can imagine it being easy to notice that and let it go. I just don't think it's easy for most of us. I can imagine it being easy for some people, but it's not. Yeah, so letting go of that past, what's not working for you, what doesn't seem to bring you alive or make you feel good anymore. And starting this new process, though. But it's not that this wasn't right? Because we have this, like these grapes, pluck them, take them, harvest them. We're done with them. We're done with that part of the process. So this new part of the process, right? And then here's your goblet of wine. You're going to get this wine. This wine, you're going to pop open a new bottle of wine, and it's going to be gorgeous. But we kind of got to finish up the last process, clean up the garden a little bit, finish up this last little bit here and put that all to rest so that we can now focus on actually making the wine, because we are done with making the grapes. Now we have a new phase coming in. All right, groundhog spirit, time to let go. Jeez Louise. That's exactly what this is. Time to let go. Groundhog spirit. I don't know why it's a groundhog, but it's time to let go, obviously. Nothing is wasted. I love this too, because that's what's coming in clearly. This wasn't dumb. This wasn't wrong. This was all part of the process. The first part of the process. The first part of the process was that. And that was important. We wouldn't be making wine if we hadn't grown grapes. So just because we're done with that part doesn't mean it was pointless. I also love vultures are about health, healing, cleaning up. Again, it's this cleanup energy, letting go, time to let go, and nothing is wasted. There's a sense of cleaning up the garden, cleaning up, wrapping up loose ends for something, cleaning something up. And maybe it's just your energy. Maybe it's just your energy. And maybe it's something from the past. And then grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. I love this. Take a leap of faith. And here we have a little bit of an emperor here. It is going to require a leap of faith because you don't have a lot of say and you don't have a lot of control. So a leap of faith may be required here, especially to let something go. I feel like letting things go is kind of a leap of, can I live without this crutch? Can I live without this thing I've always done? Can I live without, every time I bring stuff to donation places, I look it over again, is there anything in there? Did I accidentally drop something in there? Have I changed my mind about anything? It's time to let it go. Yeah, it's time to donate those things. But in some ways that is a little bit of a leap of faith too. So then let's get some chiromancy or synchronicity cards. What are sort of some things that might remind us that we're exactly where we need to be this month? You know what? We're going to shorten this. Butterfly spirit, transformation. And that's exactly what we're having here. This old to this new, this dry to this moist or wet, or this full overflowing cup, this cup of dried out sticks, and this overflowing cup of life-giving liquid. So butterfly spirit, transformation, maybe some clams, maybe some pearls are important. And we'll grab one more. Standing stones, passage. Yeah, there might be a little bit of a rite of passage here. a little bit of difficulty, but you'll move through this. You'll move through this gracefully, this little ending here gracefully. And yeah, if you see any standing stones, or I would also see this as a maze or a labyrinth of some kind, some sort of rite of passage. And then our prayer for dear Pisces. Benevolent bull. Maybe you've got a Taurus that's helping out here. Generosity, prosperity, kindness. I like generosity. Here we have that with the Six of Pentacles. Prosperity, as we're approaching that with the Nine of Pentacles. And kindness. Crescent horns reflecting the moon. Your kind and giving nature I would know. Yeah, this is something that you'd like. You'd like to receive, I think, something. And look, your cup is overflowing. There is a receiving. I don't know that it's dependent on how successfully you put all of these sticks down, because that can be a long, long process. And if we all had to put every, useless burden, pointless burden that we've been carrying our whole lives before we ever received anything, none of us would have received anything after the age of 5. So, just working on this, that's all. We don't have to be perfect. So, benevolent bull. All right, Pisces, if you want to join me over on Vimeo for a relationship-focused reading, I'm going to have my crows over there. If not, we'll talk hopefully in a month. We'll see. Ciao.